Welcome to DOOMLINGS, guys.
Hello.
This is the game.
So good to see you again.
This is a game about building a tableau of traits and devastating explosions and catastrophes, and seeing what happens to all your little things as that happens.
It appears that we start the game basically as globs of ooze.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
All right.
And our little globs of ooze gain sentience at some point.
Yep.
So I'm going to go through setup, and we're going to kind of just learn the game as we go. I have read the rules. I have not played it yet, so Nathan hasn't.
I don't know anything.
So
I don't know anything.
Yeah,
I have a helper card just outside of the camera that I'm glancing at. So that way, when Justin slightly gets a rule wrong that I've just read, I'll be able to correct him.
Yeah, and that will happen. It will certainly happen. Okay, the setup is separate one birth of life and the 15 catastrophe cards. That is these guys. These are the things that I guess can happen in our world, in our universe. We're going to shuffle the ages cards, deal 3 piles of 3 ages each face down, and set the rest of the ages aside.
So this is the ages right here. So you need 3 piles of 3?
3 piles of 3 ages each.
Okay. Easy enough. Shuffling and dealing out some cards, I've got that covered. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3.
And then we're going to deal 1 random catastrophe into each of the 3 piles.
Okay.
Catastrophe, catastrophe, catastrophe. And then you're going to shuffle each pile separately. So you'll now have 3 piles each with 4 cards.
Okay. Well, so 1 catastrophe plus regular stuff. Do they get all piled together?
Then you're going to stack them on top of each other.
Sounds good. All right, and then these are the extra ages. I'm guessing they are not used in this game.
Used, yeah.
So that was probably maybe a fifth of the ages or something like that. So
a lot of variety.
A lot of variety, a lot of replayability there.
This game is 2 to 6 players.
Okay, all right. Is there enough mats for everybody?
The mats were separate, and we have 2 mats.
Okay.
But you can get as many mats as you want.
Okay. All right, so this goes into the ages section right here. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and
each
then
player takes one. Yeah, I think Birth of Life is like the top card.
Yeah.
These are our gene pool cards. This is essentially your hand size. Your hand size is going to change throughout the course of the game.
All right, so and it is double-sided.
It is double-sided. It goes up to 8.
All right, so my gene pool is right here.
Yep. You start with the number 5 facing up.
Okay. Done.
And finally, shuffle the traits like your life depends on it.
Okay.
And deal 5 to each player.
All right, Justin gave this a little bit of a shuffle earlier.
I did. What's up, Dave?
I'm going to give it a shuffle.
I don't know when this game came out. I think last year. It's pretty recent.
Okay.
Okay. The first player is to the left of the dealer. So you just dealt, so I'll be first player.
Sounds good.
To begin, the first player flips the Birth of Life card. This is the Birth of Life card.
Chroma keyed a little there, but...
Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that. There's a lot of green in this game, so... Set your gene pool to 5, that is our gene pool, and then play 1 trait each turn, stabilized to end your turn. So the way that playing a trait works is you have your hand, these are all traits. They have various abilities on them, things they do. They might just have point values, and there's 5 total colors. So to play a trait from your hand, you just take the card, you play it, and you resolve any things that it's doing for you. So I'll just pick 1 to play, and I can show you guys. We'll show you guys the traits as we play them. At the end of after you play your traits, when it says stabilize to end your turn, stabilize means draw back up to your hand size or discard down to your hand size.
Okay.
I'm going to play this migratory trait. It's just a blue trait. It gives me 2 points at the end of the game. The object of the game is to have the most points after the 3rd catastrophe. Where the 3rd catastrophe ends the game on the spot. So I'll start my tableau with my blue stuff. And then you can do the same. I do have to draw back up.
All right, you have stabilized.
I have stabilized.
All right, so I play 1 trait from my hand face up in front of you. This is your trait pile. Okay. I will begin by playing the 3rd eye. Take a peek at the next age, play another trait.
Okay.
I decided that the best thing to do is to develop psychic powers immediately. So does this go to the first arrow, or is this on top of this?
That is the first arrow.
Okay, so that's right there.
Yep.
So I get to take a look at this. I get to see what's coming. Okay.
Oh, they're also dominant traits. They have like a gold border on them. You can
Okay.
only have 2 total dominant traits at all.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
so those are probably like really big.
They're pretty powerful.
Okay. All right, and then I am. Is there the order of these? Does that matter?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
It's just they suggested playing them like with the number showing on the bottom.
I gotcha. Okay. So so I'm gonna play Overgrowth. This is probably chroma keyed.
Yes.
But +1 for each green trait in your pile, including this one. So it's -1 right now. However, this gives me a way to build up to it. So I'm gonna like put it in this column and like put my green cards as I go.
Okay.
So now I have 3 cards in hand. I played 2 that turn, so I stabilized back up to 5.
That's right.
All right. But wait, I have this card that says late.
Late.
You may play late from your hand after you stabilize.
Okay. Oh, you just play it.
So I'll just go ahead and play that then.
All right, lovely. Once your stability turn is over, when all players have taken a turn, the first player flips a new age card and a new round begins. I will do so. Enlightenment. You may discard up to 2 cards from your hand before you stabilize.
Okay, excellent.
This phase.
All right, so we've got
age.
Our gene pool is still at 5.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Teeth. +1 gene pool.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my gene pool 6. And
Nice.
I'll stabilize. I can discard 2 cards before I stabilize. I will. Is it up to 2? It is up to 2. I'm gonna discard 1 card. This quick, which is just a generic 2.
Now, let's say something happens to this. Do you lose the +1 gene pool,
I
or is it
believe so.
only when you play
I
it?
think it's like a static effect.
Like when you play it?
Yeah. I don't think like that's not an action. It's just like an effect.
All right. So I'm seeing that there are actions. Or
It's
special.
as long as the card is in your trait pile. It is a trait effect.
Okay, a trait effect.
If you lose the card, you lose the effect. Actions have a little action symbol on them. There's a little A, and the action is just like resolved when you play
Yep.
the card.
That was the take a peek.
Yeah,
Was one of
that
those.
action does not. You can't replicate that action if you steal it. So if I stole that card somehow, I would not get to do that effect.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to play a card called Venomous. Play another trait, then move Venomous to an opponent's trait pile. So I'm going to play Venomous, and then I'm going to play Poisonous. So swap Poisonous with a trait from an opponent's trait pile. So I'm going to take your teeth,
I hate this.
and then you are going to also be Venomous. So I gave you 0 points basically for an
Oh, that
extra.
one gives me 2 points. Okay.
Yeah, that one gives you 2 points, but I get the teeth. I suspect this +1 gene pool is probably good for the long term.
Yeah.
So does that reduce you down to?
Yes, it does.
All right, so I will draw up to 5 then. I kind of like these. I'm going to hang on to these. So.
You get up to 6 now, right? Because you got.
No, that's
+1
correct.
gene pool.
I'll draw an extra one. So.
Yep. Okay. I'm still the first player, so I'll flip the ages. The first player shifts whenever there's a catastrophe.
Okay.
Ice Age. Oh, speaking of catastrophe, we have the Ice Age. -1 gene pool.
All right.
So we all immediately get
Down we
-1
go.
gene pool. And then discard 1 card from your hand for every red trait card in your trait pile, which is neither of us have any.
World's End -1 for every red trait in your trait pile.
World's
okay,
End
so-
only triggers at the 3rd catastrophe.
Okay, and we don't know when the 3rd catastrophe will be.
Right.
So
It's somewhere down in the bottom 4 cards. That's
Okay.
all we know.
Okay.
And then we.
Does this move? This moves us to the second
We're
era.
we're in the second age after this round. I believe we still play like a normal round.
Okay. All right. This plays
Very fast, right?
very
I think
fast.
it was designed mostly to be played with like more people than just 2.
Yeah.
But it probably plays very, very fast with 2. When a catastrophe is drawn, first player position moves 1 person to the left, drawing 3rd catastrophe ends the game. Catastrophes affect all gene pools. All catastrophes have a catastrophic effect. Follow that effect before turns are taken. Catastrophic effects only last during that round. Okay.
So the discard, would that be every turn? Discard one?
No.
Okay.
No, just when it's resolved.
All right.
I will. I'll play self-replicating. This is green. So play one card from the discard pile, ignoring its action. I'm just gonna play this.
The quick.
This quick.
Yep.
When you play another green trait from your hand, you may return this to your hand.
Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting.
And then stabilize, I have to discard down one. I'm gonna discard this thing that gives me -1 gene pool.
Okay. Because you only had 4 cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Cole? How's it going?
Hello there. I am going to play Pollination. +1 for a card in your trait pile with a face value of 1, including this one. So we'll play that there. I guess I'm at 5 still, so that's that. Go ahead.
Okay. New age. Now you're the first player.
Okay. Catastrophe has occurred. We have the Age of Peace. This says ignore all trait actions.
Ignore all trait actions.
So
okay.
everything that
Has an A, yeah.
that has an A on it, we ignore. All right. Go as mine. I am adopting leaves. There you go. I'm playing mono green over here.
Yeah, seriously, what the heck?
Playing mono green. And then I would draw back up to 5.
Yep. I'm going to play Brave as +2 for each dominant trait in my hand. So it's like end-game scoring.
Okay. All right. So you go back up to 4.
Yep. And then next.
All right.
age.
So we have another age. This is arid lands. Players cannot play blue traits.
Okay.
That's too dry. Okay. I'm going to continue with my mono green plan. Here is the bark. Like that.
Just a mark.
Teeth still gives me +1 to the gene pool, so I'll draw up to 5.
I'm going to play Iridescent Scales. Just draw 3 cards.
That is a blue card?
It's a blue card.
Sorry, it is.
I'm just kidding. I can't play that. I'll play Swarm.
Okay.
Value is equal to the number of swarm traits in all trait piles, including this one, and I played another green card, so I can return this to my hand.
Okay.
Call a judge, I know.
To the number of swarm traits in all trait piles.
I think there's only one right now.
Swarm traits. Okay, I
Swarm.
see. Swarm. Yes, I see. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I do not draw anything because I put the self-replicating back in my hand.
All right. So now we go to a new age. Flip a new card. High Tides. If you play an effectless trait, you may play another effectless trait. Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty powerful. I unfortunately have nothing but effects. I've got one trait that's got that's effectless, but
You can't. You need 2 of them to get value out of it. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll play this thing. Territorial. All opponents discard 1 red trait from their trait pile.
I guess I'll discard Brave.
All right.
I will play.
Draw up to 5.
Now I will play the Iridescent Scales.
All right. Draw 3.
I draw 3.
You can combo that with the play stuff from the discard pile.
Exactly. And then I'll discard down. I'll discard this kidney. And I'll discard Reckless. I'll show you Reckless. This is a cute little guy. It says, hot take coming in hot.
Looks like Calcifer.
And the next trait, next stage.
All right, and we have, the mass extinction. So -1 to the gene pools.
Oh God.
Discard 1 card from your hand for every colorless trait in your trait pile. So I have 2, so I got to pitch 2. I guess I'm getting rid of that. I guess I'll get rid of this. And what else does it do? It's just colorless. It just cares about colorless.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I get rid of this 3-pointer. You could play the thing unless you play it for 3, and I can't really do nothing about that.
We got 6 cards left.
Okay, yeah.
So we know the next 2 are not catastrophes, but the last one could be, or the third one down could be a catastrophe.
So I will take a turn.
Yeah.
And then you'll take a turn. And then you'll take a turn, and then I'll take a turn, right? Okay. I will play Selfish, steal a red trait from an opponent's trait pile. I'm getting in there.
Excellent.
All right, 4 cards, gene pool, draw 2, and go ahead.
I'll play self-replicating again to play a card from the discard pile.
All right, have fun. It's filled with stuff. I had to decide very carefully what to discard there, and I came to the conclusion that discarding 3 points there was better than discarding some of this other stuff. So
yeah, I'll grab my Brave back.
All right, it's back. It's returned.
And I don't change anything. I have 3 cards, so.
Yep, and then back to you.
Yeah. Alien Terraform. You may discard dominant cards from your hand. If you do, then immediately stabilize. You may discard dominant cards from your hand.
Okay. I have
it.
not seen one of these yet. One of these dominant cards.
Okay.
So
great.
It'll be funny if the game ends and I haven't developed any dominant traits.
I'm sure that can happen, especially with 2 players, right?
I'm sure there's people who watch the stream and just assume I'm a pile of recessive traits anyway. So
fair enough. I'm gonna play Antlers.
Antlers.
And then stabilize.
All right. It's time for subterfuge. I'm going to play Tiny Little Melon. Steal 1 green trait from an opponent's trait pile. What if I just draw all of the stealing cards? I'm going to steal the self-replicating to keep you from replicating. And draw.
All right, next stage.
Yep.
Glacial Drift. You may only play traits with a face value of 3 or lower. Okay.
Oh, okay. There's ones with 4 or more.
Yes, there are.
Haven't
seen those.
Haven't seen any of those.
Mm-hmm. I will play this dominant trait. Pack behavior. +1 for every color pair in your trait pile.
I see. I've been disrupting your pairs the whole time. All right, so you draw back up to 3 then. Okay. I will play Super Spreader. All players receive -1 gene pool, including yourself. All right, and then I got 3 cards in hand. Go ahead.
Next stage.
Yep.
The Northern Winds. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card.
Okay, so that's for both of us.
For
then,
both
right?
of us. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're the first player for now. I'll draw. Hilarious. I think this card's just funny, so I'm going to play it.
I'm going to play Telekinetic. I'm going to swap 1 trait from your trait pile with an opponent's trait of a different color. I'm going to swap this Venomous, and I will take Bark.
Excuse me.
Bork. 2.
Oh.
I only have 2, so.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll allow that. All right, I am going to play Denial. Ignore the next catastrophe. I cannot ignore the Four Horsemen, so it's just funny to play this card. Like too many people. I'm just ignoring the impending apocalypse.
Don't look up.
And draw.
One mo. Eclipse. Players cannot play red traits.
Is it possible to get into a situation you can't play cards this game, I'm assuming?
Yes.
And what happens then? You're doomed?
I believe you have some options.
Okay.
Let me see. I remember reading that earlier. When you can't play a trait, if you are able, you must play a trait, even if it's something you don't want in your trait pile. On rare occasions, you might be unable to play a trait on your turn. If your hand is empty, draw 5 cards and skip your turn. If you hold cards but can't play any, skip your turn. You may, if you choose, discard your entire hand and draw 3 cards. In either case, do not stabilize this turn.
I see. Okay. So there are some middle of the game mulligans.
Yep.
So.
I'll just play this here viral. Another dominant trait. At world's end, choose a color. Opponents receive -1 for each trait of that color in their trait pile.
Oh. Okay, now I got a question because we might have we might have effects that happen at the end of the game. Because I'm just gonna go ahead and play this card. Faith.
I see.
I may change all of your traits to one color to one alternative color.
I see.
So I would like to know who gets their effect first. And I'll draw.
We'll figure it out when we get there. Ages. Birth of a Hero. If you hold Heroic, play it now without restriction.
I do not have Heroic.
I do not have Heroic either. Wish I had different cards.
Yeah, the very last card is going to be the catastrophe.
I'm going to play Sneaky, which says at World's End you may play Sneaky from your hand. And there's a reason that I'm playing that instead of the card in my hand.
Okay.
I promise there's a reason.
I think I would like to know that reason. I'm going to play Impatient, steal 2 random cards from an opponent's hand.
Okay. Steal?
Steal 2 random cards from an opponent's hand.
I just not have a hand now?
That's right.
Okay. Cool. The catastrophe? The Four Horsemen? Can't ignore it.
Can't ignore it.
-1 gene pool, discard 1 trait from your trait pile.
Discard 1 trait from our trait pile?
Yep.
I choose this -2.
I'll get this telekinetic, I guess. World's End, discard 1 trait from your trait pile with a face value of 4 or higher. I don't have any.
So does that include these?
I believe it does.
Does include the dominants?
Yeah.
Or the dominants not in the trait pile because they're off to the side?
I think dominance also might be like undestroyable. Dominance of a gold border once played, they cannot be swapped, stolen, or discarded, returned, or removed from your trait pile for any reason. So,
okay, for any reason, including the horsemen.
Yeah.
So. I'd see. I was pretty sure that the horsemen weren't a big deal.
People keep saying about these horsemen.
Yeah, I keep hearing about these horsemen.
I don't have anything to play because I have no hand.
Okay.
I guess can I do the thing? Can I actually have a chance to play a card? If your hand is empty, draw 5 cards and skip your turn. If you hold cards but can't play any, skip your turn. Okay, so I could draw 5 and skip my turn. Maybe there's something I could do in here. And I don't stabilize this turn. I guess that's interesting because I could get like a dominant. For that card.
Yeah.
Although maybe we don't actually take a turn.
Yeah, figure that out.
For the World's End. World's End, first play the gene pool effect and catastrophic effect just like any other catastrophe. In turn order, players check their traits in the trait piles for any World's End symbols. In the bottom right corner, resolve these effects now. It's like this little flag symbol.
That's the faith then in your viral.
Okay. Resolve those now. Resolve them now.
Resolve them now.
I guess that's in player order.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I can choose a color for you to get -1. I guess I say green.
Yeah. So I could change all my green to purple then. And I'll get -1 for this card.
Okay.
But I won't have -1 to all my green cards.
Resolve the world's end effect of the final catastrophe.
All right, done.
Yep. Remember, no more turns are taken. It's time to tally the score.
Okay.
3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16, 19, and then +1 for recolor pair. So 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay. 23. I have 8 from the Faith and Denial. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then +1 for each with a value of 1. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 27.
Okay. I say 22?
Yes.
27?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All my rampant stealing.
Yeah, I felt like I was completely
I robbed you blind.
obliterated, yeah. All right, let's run it back.
You had like I had like random counterplay every time you did something to me, which was like I was not actually expecting in a game like this. All right,
Well done.
let's give this a shuffle.
Get some new ages.
How many total dominant? I'm just gonna take a quick gander just to see how many dominants we're dealing with in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 dominants out of a stack like that. So like 1 in 8 cards or so.
15.
Yeah.
I guess if you like know the cards, you probably have to start playing toward certain dominant.
Yeah. If I knew Viral existed,
Yeah.
I don't know that I would go all in on green stuff early. And really, I got bailed out by Faith because you would have hit me with like -6 or 7. I don't remember exactly how many green cards.
It was a lot,
But it would have been
enough.
It would have been like really close,
It
right?
was certainly enough. Those are the catastrophes. That's 3 completely new ones,
Okay.
and we'll do all the ages. All right, give me more cards, man. My gene pool is struggling. 3, 3, 3.
Okay.
I started last time, so you can start this time.
So Birth of Life. We exist.
We're here.
All right, I guess I'll play this Bark. Draw back up.
I'll play Venomous. Play another trait, then move Venomous to an opponent's trait pile. I will just play his kidneys. Just a little guy. And then stabilize. Okay, next.
I will play.
You gotta do a.
Oh yeah. Super volcano.
Oh geez.
So -1 to the gene pool. Discard 1 card from your hand for every blue trait. None. All right, and so super volcano is not eradicating life.
Lovely.
Okay. I'm going to play the mitochondrion, the powerhouse of the cell. So that's going to give me +1 gene pool. I will draw back up to 5.
I've developed boredom in this time. Value is equal to the number of cards in your hand with effects.
Cards
in the game.
in your hand. Well, you get so many fewer cards in
Yeah,
your hand.
technically toward the end of the game, yeah.
So, all right, and then you draw back up.
Yep.
I guess you only have 4, right? Because the
Oh, yep, I do not actually draw that.
We got the gene pool. All right, so you're the first player down, so you draw another age.
Glacial Drift. You may only play traits with a face value of 3 or lower.
Okay.
Okay. I'll play Super Spreader. All players get -1 gene pool, including yourself.
Okay.
And no draw.
All right, I will play Impatience and steal 2 random cards from your hand. I hope you have a bad card in your hand. Okay. All right, so you're...
Draw 1 card, disc 1 card from your hand. Okay. All right.
I will discard this Brute Strength.
I'll play Fortunate. Value is equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Okay. Playing the Morrow
I
deck.
have no cards in my hand. I'll draw 3 cards.
Playing the Morrow deck.
That's fair enough, Gilbert.
Thank you.
Yeah. Probably gonna do some Keyforge Wednesday, by the way. Discovery. Why are you looking at discard pile cards?
Don't worry about it. I said don't worry about it. All right, I'm going to play Cold Blood. Draw 3 cards. You may play 1 now. I don't know if it means one of these 3 or if it just means 1 from my hand.
Probably one of those 3.
I'm comboing out over here. I'm going to play Nosy. Look at 2 random cards from an opponent's hand. Steal 1 and play it immediately. Playing not Mistbind Click, Vendline Click.
Except you play it and you steal it.
Yeah,
it's definitely way different.
Oh, these are the same. These are the same card. I guess
They're
I get
the same card.
I guess I get that one, which is the Sticky Secretions, +1 purple trait, including this one. So, all right. Now I've got like a ton of cards in my hand. I got to discard down. I'm going to discard Confusion, which is just a -2. I'm going to discard Spiny. And let's get rid of Apex Predator.
Yeah. Okay, I'll play Heat Vision. I hadn't gone this turn yet.
Oh,
you were on first,
yeah.
right?
So you got to flip. You got to flip
I did go first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. High Tides. If you play an effectless trait, you may play another effectless trait.
Oh, okay.
Effectless trait. This is not an effectless trait. That is an effect, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm playing Heat Vision.
Effects. It has any symbol on it? Yes. Yes, that is an effect.
Okay. Has any symbol on it as an effect? Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, because there's the action symbol, the interrupt symbol, the exclamation point with wings, and then there's the end of game effects.
Is there a benefit to making one stack instead of many? You can stack with things however you like.
Yeah, I think it's just like for your own.
You can sort stuff
for your own sorting purposes.
I like sorting into colors. Nathan is chaotic.
Yeah, for right now. I'm gonna play Fine Motor Skills. This has no effect, and then I'm gonna play Appealing. I've become a banana. I'll pile up all my perps over here since those matter. Okay, and then I will draw up 2. And go ahead.
Natural Harmony. You may not play a trait of the same color as the last trait played.
Okay.
All right, I will play Sweat. Discard 1 card from your hand.
Okay.
I'll discard these egg clusters. When you stole 2 cards, I had that and 2 other versions of that. So, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I'll draw back up 3. So you can't play blue.
Cannot play blue. I am going to play Faith. We've seen this before. So I'll protect myself, possibly.
The big one. -1 G pool. Give 1 card from your hand to the opponent to your left and right.
Oh, I'm supposed to draw a card at the end.
I guess we'll just do 1 card then.
Okay.
Give you a card. There you go. We'll trade simultaneously.
Oh. No. I guess I'll give you this.
Give me.
It's not a bad card, but I guess that's what I give you.
Okay.
Okay, so you are first on this turn, and then it'll be, and then I'll take 2 turns in a row, basically.
I'll play quick. Oh, I only have 2, so.
Okay, I'm gonna play this card, which seems really good. It's a dominant trait, camouflage, +1 gene pool, and this is +1 for each card in my hand at the end of the game.
That's pretty good.
And so 4 gene pool, I will actually draw up, and we'll start the next turn. The Age of Dracula.
No, no.
Discard 1 random card from your hand. If vampirism is in your trait pile, steal 1 card from an opponent's hand.
I got no vampirism.
The Age of Dracula. I don't think I'm a vampire. I don't think I am. Impatience,
Pretty sure I'm
nosy,
not a vampire.
venomous, fine motor skills, appealing, cold blood. I have many of the traits of a vampire. For instance, cold blood, sticky secretions. All right, the woody stems, introspect. This is draw 4 cards.
What the?
Okay. All right. So, this card got me 1,000,000 points last time. So we're gonna play pollination again. +1 for every card in your trait pile with a face value of 1. So.
Okay, I gotta play the Scoots. Give your opponent 1 trait from your trait pile. You can have this kidney. I don't know.
Yeah,
This is all bad, actually. I guess it's kidney.
A kidney.
It's kidney.
I'm wearing I'm wearing Jonas Venture. I was wearing a Dr. Venture thing. I could just say my brand new kidneys. Boredom.
That's actually probably good for you.
The value is equal to the number of cards in your hand with effects. Okay.
I draw 2.
All right. I will play Selective Memory. Play 1 card from the discard pile. Play its action.
Now, were you supposed to be first that round?
Oh yeah, I was.
We'll see if it matters.
Interest. I'll play 1 card. Play its action. So I'll play Introspective and draw 4 cards. I guess I play this here. And draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only occur when played from your hand. Okay.
What actions?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what's letting me use it. The card itself says play the card from the discard pile, get its action.
Right.
So I got to discard one. Oh. I guess I'll discard a kidney.
Straight discarding kidneys. So you go ahead and flip, because you were supposed to flip last time.
Oh, yeah. All right. Boom. Alien Terraform again. You may discard dominant cards from your hand. If you do, this stabilize immediately.
Got none.
Yeah, I don't have any.
No, you're first.
I will play Swarm. We've seen Swarm before. So I'll play a Swarm.
I'm going to play Directly Register. Steal a trait with a face value of 1 from opponent's trait value.
Oh, no.
I'm going to take this.
My mitochondria, that's the powerhouse of my cells.
Yeah, I'm taking
dude.
the powerhouse of your cell. Give me this.
All right. Down to down. Oh, I was supposed to have one more card on that previous turn. All right. So I flip again. Coastal Formations. Draw one card after you stabilize. So we get an extra card, which is pretty good. I'm playing another Swarm.
Okay.
All kinds of swarms over here. 3 stabilized, draw 1, thanks to the Coastal Formations. So.
I'm going to play Costly Signaling. Return an opponent's trait to their hand, play another trait. I'm going to return a Swarm to your hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Hot Temper and discard 2 cards from my hand. One of these is a Swarm.
No.
And then I will draw 1 card after I stabilize, so I'll draw 3. I'll draw 4 at the end of my turn. Okay.
All right, so flip a card. Deus Ex Machina. So 0, stabilized, crisis averted. So this is a catastrophe, but this is the end of the game. This is the end of the
game, yep.
So draw a card at its face value to your final score, then discard it. So draw.
2.
Okay.
And then we tally.
All right.
Is there any World's End effects? Any World's End effects in your stuff?
I can change all of my traits from one color to an alternative color.
Okay.
And then this also has +1 for each card in your hand. I have 5 cards in my hand currently.
All right, so this is +1 for each red trait in your trait pile. So 1, 2, 3, because this is neutral. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Value equal to the number of kidneys. I have 1, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Equal to the number of cards in my hand, 16, because I have 4 cards in my hand. These cancel out 8 or 19, 20. 22.
Okay.
22. Same score.
So all of my green cards are going to be purple cards. This is value to the number of cards in your hand with effects. So effect. So 4 effects. So this is 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, neutral, +1 for each purple trait. That neutraled that out. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then another 5. 29.
29. Okay.
There you go. Stealing. I've taken your. I'm a gene stealer.
That's how you get ahead in this world.
Yep. You just take the traits from people, not in a vampire way.
Don't be a vampire.
Don't be a vampire. Don't take from the stream that you should be a vampire.
Although it would have been beneficial, right?
Yeah, it would have helped. It would have helped in the Age of Dracula.
Age of Dracula.
In the Age of Dracula.
Oh, you get to steal care. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
There you go. Doomlings.
Boom. Appreciate the DOOMLINGS people for sending us a copy of the game. Pretty
yeah,
cool.
that was fast and fun. This is one of those pretty solid with like a group of, I would say probably not so serious gaming going on.
I think it probably would be better with more people too.
Yeah, with 6 I think it would be crazy because like stuff's going to be flying around all over the place.
I think it's because you could much more easily target person that is in the lead instead of just one person getting bullied.
Yeah, the Munchkin strategy I think of beating them up. And
if you were going to play 2 players, it does suggest you can like curate cards from the deck. So I think there's probably like a set of cards you can have that are much more better with 2 people.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Because I didn't like getting everything I played stolen all the time. And my turns blanked.
What?
So I would prefer to avoid that if possible. Definitely better with more people, I think.
What are you talking about?
There are expansions and stuff, so there's like a bunch more cards.
Yeah, it's a really easy game to expand on.
Yeah, you just like make more traits, and then that's it. You slam the traits in there. You treat your trait pile like a cube or whatever.
Yeah.
Put all your favorite stuff in there.
So, all right, there you go, DOOMLINGS.
There you have it.
Very fast. Very fast.
Yeah.
And then even if we had twice the number of players, I think we would have finished in not that much different of a time.
It's a good game for like if you're at like a board game cafe with your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's actually pretty perfect for that. Just drinking and snacking.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you don't even really need these mats, right?
No, you don't.
The mats certainly they look nice.
They're great. Yeah, I love the art in the game. I love the design of these mats is really sweet. The other mats like are just other colors.
Okay.
And they all have just like this vibe.
Yeah, I gotcha.
They have one of them vibes.
That's the Age of Dracula right there.
Yeah.
So a lot of these are art from the game.
Like full extended art from a card.
Cool.
Yep. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. We will be back on Wednesday for Keyforge. You can say the game does not take an age to play.
No.
You'll see myself out. We will also see ourselves out. Thank you all for watching.
Appreciate everybody hanging around tonight. So.
See you next time.
See ya.